Hi, hello friends, welcome back to my channel and I hope you're having a great day so far. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be sharing 10 things I'm doing to grow my emergency fund. I just feel like with the economy right now and like the instability and just like, I don't know, like everything that's going on with like tariffs and everything, I just would feel more better if I could put a lot more in my emergency fund and just grow it a lot more. So that is my mission. Hopefully I won't be feeling this anxious in the next couple of months after being able to put a little bit more in there. So I'm going to be sharing some ways that I guess some steps that I'm taking to growing that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you do. I release 2 videos every single week. And honestly, I just share things about my life. I share personal development, professional development. I share things about money, recipes, DIYs, lifestyle, travel. Honestly, you name it. I just love sharing, pretty much brain dumping almost, all of my thoughts in the little corner of the internet I have. So I hope you stick around and like this video, and I guess let's get started. Now, I do have a few trips planned between April and May, so those are pretty much prepaid. I paid a majority of them in the last couple months, so like the Airbnbs, the car rentals and everything. So I pretty much just have to pay for like food there, which I've already saved for as well. So I'm not too worried about that, but I think just like moving forward, I never skimp on trips. Like I think experiences are the most important for me in terms of where I want to spend my money, but I do skimp on like, I guess like my home decor and my daily things. So this video is just going to be talking more about that. The first step is I'm going to be continuing to make my coffees at home. I already make my coffees at home and I usually get like a treat coffee on the weekends, but I'm going to try to skip the treat coffee. I know it's like only like $6 or so to get my coffees out, but honestly, $6 is $6. I don't mind skipping, and honestly, I want to be able to treat myself when I go on trips. So if that means sacrificing a few coffees while I'm home on the weekends, then I'm totally fine with that. Honestly, I make my protein iced coffees every single morning. If you see my what I eat in days, you know that that is my go-to every day. So I might just have to increase my single protein iced coffee to make 2 every day. And that's totally fine with me because I love it. It's so delicious. But yeah, continuing to make coffees at home. I also make hot coffees and I only put milk, so I don't even put sugar in it because I feel like I get sugar from all like my other foods and like some treats I eat throughout the day or my fruits. So I'm just gonna focus on continuing making coffees at home, skip the second cup, even though I love second cup, but pretty much just like save until I can go out with like my husband on a coffee date or see my family. We usually love getting coffees. So that's the number one thing I'm going to do is skip coffees. I mean, it's not going to save that much. I'll be honest with you. I spend like maybe $6 to $8 on a coffee every weekend, but it's something. And honestly, every dollar counts right now. So that's the number one step I'll take. I just made a fresh cup before this video, and I know I'm going to keep yapping, so I need to drink some before it gets super cold. Okay, number 2 is I'm gonna try to hold off on any of my want for at least 2 weeks, and I'm gonna keep a spreadsheet of it so I can keep track of like the day I wanted it and if I still want it in 2 weeks. So no impulse buying. I love my house, and like as much as I said I do skimp on home decor, I do purchase things for my house as needed, but I'm gonna try to hold back a little bit until maybe like the summer or like even next year. So instead of buying something that I want right away, I'll just put it in a spreadsheet. I'll put the date that I want it, and then in 2 weeks, I'll review it. If I can hold off, I'll just continue to keep it in my spreadsheet until I'm ready to buy it. Or if I see it on sale, I can review like the link. But yeah, I'll try to hold off on it. And then in 2 weeks, if I don't want it anymore, I just remove it off the list, including clothes. I do love looking cute and I do love buying clothes. And I'm starting to invest in workout sets more now that I feel a little bit more confident in my body. But I will try to hold off as much as I can and like decide if this is what I really want and make that intentional purchase. Number 3, I'm going to try to keep my grocery bill lower. And I do have a video as well coming up, or if not out already, on what I do to keep my food expenses lower, but I'm gonna try to focus on frozen veggies, dried beans, and just rehydrating it, like chickpeas, black beans, pinto beans, red beans, whatever, rehydrating that. I love getting like the huge chunk of ground beef from Costco and dividing that, and that is like so many meals for me. It's high in protein, it's really good, it's lean beef, and I feel full. So I'll try to keep my groceries as low as I can, and then I always love to have like frozen kale on hand, frozen edamame, frozen corn, or like just a frozen like mixed veggie mix. And it's just so easy to put in like your food. Oh, and spinach. So easy to like put a handful in your food and like get more nutrients. So I'll try my best to keep my food groceries lower. I have been doing a good job the past couple of weeks, but I hope to continue that and not get sick of my food. Number 4, so I already do this. I mean, I'm not like a big beauty treatment kind of person in general, but I'm gonna try to stick to no beauty treatments for the rest of the year. I just find that it really sucks up my money. And as much as I love looking beautiful and I love putting makeup on every day, I also want to embrace like my natural looks. So right now I have a 3-step beauty care process, which is eyebrows, lashes, and eyeliner, and like that's it. And then I have lip balm. I have like the NYX, I think like the lip oil stick that I use, and then like that's pretty much it. So, oh, and like a Laneige lip gloss too. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So I do want to keep doing that. I don't really do my nails. I do have a nail kit at home, so if I really want to do my nails, I'll just use a nail kit. But yeah, I don't want to do any other beauty. I cut my own hair, so, and I don't dye it. This is my natural black hair, and I'm very blessed to have black shiny hair, so I don't really need to do much. I don't do any hair treatments. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my beauty to a minimal, continue doing what I'm doing, and like, I don't know, embrace my like natural looks a little more as well, like skip makeup days, which I've been trying to do more. I've tried to feel more too with like no makeup and just try to embrace it. But yeah, I do feel more confident in makeup, so I'm not gonna take it off the table, but just do things like an affordable way, I would say. But honestly, if you love beauty treatments, please do it. If it fits in your budget, do it. But for me, I think it's something that I can afford to skip. Number 5 is getting thrifted or buying secondhand clothes. I have been doing pretty good actually the past couple of months. I haven't bought that many clothes. I have refreshed my wardrobe a little bit, but I bought things on sale. Like I bought some stuff from Old Navy on sale. Did I buy anything from Shein? No, I don't think I bought anything from Shein this year. I bought some stuff from Value Village. I'll probably stick to that. I do have to buy a few things for my DIY costumes, I think probably in May, to get ready for the Halloween season. But other than that, I will try to thrift as much as I can and just like reuse what I have, or if anything, sew some of my clothes to kind of change it up. I like to change up some dresses and make it into separate skirts and tops, so I'll probably do some of that. But yeah, keeping thrifted or secondhand clothing, if I get that shopping itch, would be super helpful. And honestly, I get so excited whenever I find like a really good find. Like I got a Levi's jean skirt for $3. $3, guys. And I saw it online and what it retailed for, and it was like, I think $80 to $100. And I was like so happy. And it was in such good condition. I can't wait to wear it for the summer. Tip number 6. So tip number 6 would be borrow more library books and start reading more. I went on a reading kick last summer and then I stopped. But this year I want to watch the library and get some books. My husband and I have been watching Hunter x Hunter, the anime, on Netflix. And I really want to read the manga for it. So I think I'm going to try to find the manga in my library and borrow it. And I'm going to start from like the very beginning, because I heard that the manga is has more seasons or whatever, or like is longer than the anime itself. So I'm excited to try reading manga. I've never read manga, and I wasn't an anime person either until recently. Well, I've only watched Hunter x Hunter, but I hope to watch other animes in the future. So I think like borrowing books and then focusing on reading takes up some of your time, so you're not doom scrolling or you're not shopping or getting that shopping itch. So I think I'm gonna be reading a lot more and trying my hand at reading manga. My tip number 7, or step number 7, that I'm taking is using up all of my pantry and freezer foods before buying more. So what I mean is, before I even decide that I want to go grocery shopping, I'm gonna open everything and take out everything in my pantries, and then basically like write down some recipes I can make with what I have already. And then once I'm done that, then that's when I know that it's time to go grocery shopping. But yeah, I really want to use up all my food. I mean, I'm not that big of a hoarder compared to where I was years ago, where I would like try so many new things and then buy it and then not like it, and it would be stuck in my pantry. Now I'm kind of like buying the essentials and know what I like. So I want to focus on that and use up my pantry things. And I always have like frozen meats on hand too. And like I usually also make big portions of things and then freeze it. So yeah, cleaning out the pantry, freezer, fridge first before going grocery shopping will help me a lot. And I'll be able to stretch my groceries groceries as much as I can. Number 8. Okay, so I don't know if this applies to everybody. It might not, but for me, I cook a majority of my food at home. I try to make everything from scratch. I make my coffees at home, you know, XYZ. But I do feel the need to switch things up and eat something that I don't cook. My husband doesn't cook unless it's like steak. And we don't eat steak every day, obviously. It's very, very expensive. So we usually get takeout on the weekends, and we usually get takeout like once a week for the most part. So the next couple of months, I want to focus on just grabbing one meal. So not buying like a big purchase of like a lot of leftovers because it gets more expensive, and also utilizing coupons and not being afraid to just get something unhealthy for takeout. Like I feel like sometimes I would get takeout and then I would focus on like getting something healthy. So I'll get like a meat platter and it's like 70 bucks, but like it would last us a long time, but it's like super healthy. Now I'm just gonna try to curb my appetite and just try something else. So like what I mean to say by that is I'm gonna check the mail for coupons, McDonald's coupons, Dairy Queen coupons, A&W coupons, Wendy's coupons, and like just get like a burger meal for dinner on like a Saturday instead of having to worry about getting like $80 of Chinese takeout and having leftovers for the week. Or I could just buy, I don't know, a $12 meal and like call it a day. That's my meal to refresh my palate and enjoy my homemade foods again. Oh, and also like be mindful of like the costs. So like remember I was saying that I would spend like $70 on like meat takeout. I would just want to spend like the $12 on like one meal, and then also be mindful of the portion. So I don't need to eat that much. Like I don't know, I used to just be so greedy and eat so much food, and I just want to be mindful of like the cost and the portions. Number 9 is I want to continue to focus on crafts and hobbies that I already have. I am a serial hobbyist. Yeah. So I love to start new hobbies, buy all the equipment for it, and then like go all out and then like leave it. So I have so many like leftover things. Like I'm pretty sure I still have like candle wax to make candles. I have like a paint set, both watercolor and acrylic. I have a marker set and coloring book. I have everything baking related. So I just want to be able to rein in those hobbies and start to focus on them again. And also that takes away time from my phone, which is good. So I'm not scrolling. I'm not being influenced by buying the new things. So I really want to rein in on doing more hobbies. I want to get into watercolor again and like maybe even get into sewing, learn how to hand sew a little bit better. I do have like a little hand sew kit that I use to like patch up holes and stuff in my clothing or like sew up like little things from old fabrics. But yeah, definitely rein in on my hobbies a bit more. It keeps me away from my phone, keeps me focused, and it kills a couple hours. The last and 10th thing, which I already mentioned, is I'm going to be intentional with taking some time off of my phone. I feel like everything online just screams by me. Everybody's trying to sell things. Everybody's getting to UGC, which I'm so sorry. I'm a UGC hater. I'm not a UGC fan. I do support creators making money off it, but it's just like not for me. I hate being sold to, and I will skip every single UGC content. I'm sorry. But that's just, I'm not a huge consumerism. I don't like that side of social media. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But yes, I will be taking some time off my phone so I don't see any new things that I want. I'm not targeted by ads, but yeah, I'll probably like refocus that energy into again doing hobbies. I want to clean my house. Like I feel like I've neglected it. I have guests coming over in May, so I'm gonna have to clean my house from top to bottom. But yeah, that is everything I'm doing to grow my emergency fund. I'm very excited to grow my money. I always like have a dopamine hit whenever I see my bank account growing, whenever I see my investments growing. So I'm excited, even though it's going to be quite a lot of sacrifice on my end, not being able to spend money and holding off on a lot of purchases that I know would make me happy. I'll feel much more relieved seeing my savings account grow and feeling much more, I don't know, at ease and not panic. So I'm very excited to see that in a couple months. And I hope that you guys also are on a journey to save money. Nothing beats having money in the bank and feeling secured. Even if you have to sacrifice for a little bit, it's seriously the best feeling, because money, like having financial struggles or like having debt, really encroaches in your brain and takes up a lot of your energy. I feel like you're constantly constantly worried all the time, and like you just never know when something will hit, right? Like you never know when you'll have an emergency bill that you have to pay for out of pocket. So it's always nice to have emergency funds. But thank you for watching this video. I hope I didn't rant for too long, but talking about money is one of my favorite things actually. And like saving money is one of my favorite things now. I used to be in a lot of debt, but yeah, you could see all the related videos in my playlist that I'm attaching related to money. But thank you for watching to the end of this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I release videos like this all the time, as well as any lifestyle, vlogs, travel, you name it. I have a little core of the internet that I kind of say what I want. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I love you. Bye.